Hey everyone, Dylan with the HD Perspective. Got another tool review for you today. Picked up this Milwaukee 3/8 impact a little while ago. Actually, even before I got my 1/2 inch. And so I've used it quite a bit. A couple months old now. You can see, the Milwaukee starting to wear off and it's a little beat up here and stuff like that. Also on the end, I think this rubber is cut a little bit. But all in all, it's a very handy tool. I really like it. Has a light on the front, which is nice. The grip is comfortable. I would say it puts out kind of maybe slightly less or equivalent torque to like an air impact, a 3/8. This one's an IR at least, to give you some frame of reference, I guess, if you're familiar with those. A couple things that I don't like about it. It attracts grease and dirt. You can see like here, a while ago I was doing an oil pan on a big 50 liter, 3000 horsepower engine. And so lots of oil dripping down and stuff like that, and it was leaking pretty bad. I thought I cleaned it up pretty good, but still oil keeps kind of soaking through on this seam here. But other than that, it's a good tool. It's very handy. It's nice to not have the hose. And I opted to get the smaller batteries for this one just because, it's smaller and I want it to be lighter. And these batteries actually do last fairly well. I'd say 3 to 4 days of use, kind of just off and on use throughout the day. Obviously, if you're using it more, it's going to go through them faster. But it came with 2 of them. And you can, take those batteries off and you can put on the big battery too if you want. But yeah, that's quite a bit of heft to the tool. As you can see too, it's kind of an equivalent size to the air impact as well. Almost the same length, kind of the same diameter across. The handle's the same length, other than, the receiver for the battery and then the battery itself. Which can actually get in the way. If you notice, if you look, you put a socket on here, it's almost a straight line from the end of here to the end of the battery. So, if you're working on something that's flush, might not be too bad, but if it's recessed down, I find this kind of gets in your way and you often have to use an extension, but when you have an extension, you lose some of the power that the tool has. So it's not so convenient. Also, all Milwaukee batteries, they come with the power gauge built in, and this comes with 3 speeds, and then there's a 4th setting that kind of senses like if you're driving a fastener in, it'll impact for about a second and then it'll stop, and then if you're reversing, it'll keep impacting until it senses that the fastener is broken loose, and then it slows the tool down so you don't send your bolt flying. I've tried that feature out a little bit. I can't say that it really is all that functional. I mean, it's a good idea in theory, but I don't know that it works that well. And I find that I always just keep it on 3, kind of irregardless of what I'm doing. And I just use the trigger to moderate how much speed, because it's a variable speed trigger. You can feather it fairly easily. Anyways, very handy tool. I use it quite a bit. I probably even use it more than my power ratchet. In heavy duty, you'd be surprised. There's just a lot of little bolts holding big things together a lot of the time. So it's nice to just be able to grab this, climb onto whatever you're working on, and just start going to town. Fill your pockets up with sockets, I guess, and climb up and start undoing stuff to gain access. There's always little shrouds and covers and things in the way that you got to remove skid plates or whatever. And this tool is perfect for stuff like that. 7/16 bolt that's kind of maybe rusted in might be a bit of a challenge, but it will, if it's clean, it'll take out a 1/2-inch bolt. And then one other thing, nice thing about Milwaukee is you got your 5-year warranty on the tool and 2-year warranty on the battery. They use the serial number on the side to determine how old the tool is. So if that serial number gets rubbed off or anything, then you might be out of luck. So it might be a good idea to write that number down and keep it someplace, or actually you can download the Milwaukee app and you can put all your tools in there as well as kind of an inventory. So what I've done. I also have a full inventory of my toolbox on a spreadsheet, so I got that information in there. Anyways, if you like this review, hit the thumbs up button and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And comment and share this video too. And I'll talk to you in the next one.